All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. That was pretty smooth. It was in a box, so pretty easy. Just scan the box. So I wasn't using magnesium oil on my calf, right calf, because I just was weird. I got massages. I had the COVID. I just kind of you have to focus on one thing or a couple things. You can't do it all at once. So we'll go back to that and see if that does anything for that. Well, the right combination, I could heal, but again, I wish I could have figured it out 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So again, there was never anything I could have done. What they do is they put in your mind that if I wouldn't have left Santa Fe, this one woman was available to me, but she wouldn't have been if I stayed. You know what I mean? It's how it works when you leave. They make somebody all of a sudden somebody looks available, and I understand that she had a pretty bad experience too. So it'd been nice if we could have gotten together, but that was so close. I could just see her and she could see me, and I was explaining something to her that happened in my life, and I was just like, if I stay, they'll get in the middle of it, right? They'll pay money to get in the middle of it. Maybe pay her, right? But yeah, she at that moment she was available. That's because I was leaving. That's the scam, right? Nah, I'd be out of here. Believe me, you give me my money, I'd have that place cleaned up, and that'd be it. I'd pay whatever the penalty was and get out of here. Judgment rendered. I don't need to stay anymore. Something telling me to go to Dallas. Again, I wouldn't necessarily settle in Dallas, but I have to look at something, I guess, or heal something. Yeah, I think I messed up not staying on the road. But again, I wanted to. Actually, I didn't mess up, but they wouldn't allow my life to exist, so it's then becomes a mess up, right? Then be able to see, I couldn't see that far that it was never going to get me anywhere. I was just looking for a normal life. I mean, the whole time, that's it. The other ones are looking for me to have some other life. I actually just saw a woman that was available to me, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm not big on walking up on people, right? Especially that I'm not well. I think I'll be well in a little while. I think I think my leg will get. I'll be able to work it out and get better. But we'll see. I swear that epidural that I got in Tyler was like watered down or something. It didn't do anything. Right? I mean, every time I got an epidural before, the whole body just softens and that's it. Right. They even had this doctor inserted into telehealth, and he like disappeared off of my list of doctors like a couple of days later. And nobody else did. And he was just like an operator. He was Arabic. He was an operator, and he was trying to freak me out, like I had like multiple sclerosis or something. Trying to push buttons for suicide. There was no doubt. They had operators all around me in Amarillo. Thank you, sir. Again, if they hadn't interfered like that, I probably could have got some. Again, they're stalking me is what they're really doing. So when I start thinking about going to a certain procedure, I can't get to it because they're willing it away. like I said, they may not have willed tuberculosis into the area, but if they're coming against my massages and willing them down, then they could cause tuberculosis, an outbreak of tuberculosis. Because I don't know what to do now. I'm stuck here. I mean, it's kind of dangerous to go for a massage. Great. So there's a lot of reason to move on. Plus, you're all corrupt and devils. Well, me and Donald's getting our system all gunked up. He's got to like focus, but he didn't like the first couple years in the first administration. He did better. Yeah, but you went to the. I don't know if you didn't hear him. It sounded like him. You went to North Carolina and you went to California, but you're like me 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 me. When you went to that one place in Texas, you were like all personable. And I think you like even threw paper towels to people, like rolls of paper towels. I was just like having you in the White House. Or down at Mar-a-Lago. We need that guy that throws the paper towels to people, hands out burgers. That's why you're failing. I'm trying to stay away from sat fat. I don't want to buy stuff from any of a couple of that's right. Love some most, but it's really each has like at least 2 grams of sat fat. I mean, it's not terrible compared to your diets, but my diet usually stays lower on sat fat. Except when I eat pizza. That's what I would do. Is like my big splurge was a pizza, and really compared to the pizzas you all eat, it's low on sat fat, even though it's high on sat fat. Right? It's just a plain cheese pizza, thin crust. Oh wait, wait, that sun's gracious. Wait, it's not here. I thought it was here. It must be it's the next one up. Oh, I messed up. Stuck. I hate just trying to get over there. Trying to get the Hy-Vee. If you don't turn early and you turn late, it's a mess. No, like when I would go to the temples, I don't think they knew I was healing everybody. I told them I was a healer, but I don't think they knew. I was like, I go to Hare Krishna temple, I heal all them, I heal all the people from India that come in. I especially heal anybody that's handicapped. Did the same thing at the Sikh place. Every community I lived in, I healed people. Again, it's getting a little more difficult. Again, God's not as giving because you're getting frustrated, but I don't have the power I have because you screwed off my life. Right. Again, if I can the more physically fit I am, the more metaphysical power I have. It just correlates. But again, God flicks the switch, then you have the power. I have the power. No, nobody paid me. Nobody paid me at all. In fact, I became their slave almost. But again, in spiritual places, I love working and doing that spiritual work. But there's usually like there's kind of a representation. I was even told that they were interested in, some of the places, interested in me being something, right? But it was all bullshit when they're operating, right? It's funny because the Hare Krishnas, Vaishnavas, when the Hindu people come in, generally there's some Vaishnavas, but there's the Hindu community that will come to the temple, because they're supposed to go there and leave something, a gift and all that, money or some items, food items. And again, they enjoy going there and buying a meal or whatever. But they would call them Hindus. I know it doesn't seem like anything, but it's kind of, they use it almost derogatory, the Hindus. The Hindus are like this. Hindus are like that. all the like Indian nationals that weren't Vaishnavas, they call them Hindus, but like almost like in a derogatory way. Well, Sunday all the Hindus will be here. Let's do it Monday. No, they wouldn't let anything happen for me there. And I'll tell you what, after the State Department visited the Hare Krishnas in Miami, which was weird, we got briefed by the State Department because we were doing some work and they were doing some, Vaishnava outreach in Cuba. Right? But I couldn't get back. It wasn't like volitional. I couldn't get back. And like the girl that was briefing us, she smiled at me, I smiled at her. It wasn't like we're hating on each other or anything. Right? I passed her at a certain point. Right? If she represented the State Department. So it was weird. I don't know if they had, again, they'll smile at you while they're killing you, so I don't know. I don't know if they did anything or willed anything, but I couldn't get back to the Hare Krishna temple in Miami. And shortly after that, I just left. Right? Everything fell apart. So I don't know if they were, I think they were eye in my life. I think I noticed some people tailing me at that point. Like I'd ride my bicycle to the temple and I noticed that some people were tailing me. They'd show up at certain intervals. Well, stay peaceful, praise God, and all that you do, praise God.